In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a $40 picnic table, or $85 if you're going to use treated material. I am building 66 of these for my RV park called Pure Stoke so that every single site at my park will have their own picnic table. Not only is it cheap, but they only take roughly an hour to an hour and a half to build. So let's get started. I start off by cutting all of my boards. And as you can see, I'm using the tailgate as my workstation, so this is very DIYer friendly. I do have a set of plans with dimensions, a material shopping list, and a cut list. Note that I designed this table to be very material efficient. A standard picnic table is actually really wasteful on material. But my design can still comfortably sit 4 people, but I utilized 8-foot material very efficiently. Once all of the material is cut, let's start joining things together. I'm going to start with the top, and I'm using another picnic table as a workbench. But you could also use sawhorses. I place the edge boards down first, and then place the boards that will be the top right on top of them. I make sure as I'm placing these top boards to look at both sides and place the ugly side down. I'm also using a scrap as a spacer so that I can space the end of the boards off the edge. Then I pin the 2 outside-most boards with 1 screw each. So 1 screw here, 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 and here. The reason I only pin the 4 corners is because I need to square it up before pinning everything else. And if you pin the 4 corners, then it can still pivot like this. Now I need to rack it so that it's square. I cheat a little by doing this by eye, where I just tap it until the loose center boards are all lined up with the outside screwed down boards. You can see I'm going through with my spacer. If the overhang is the same and they're in line with those 2 outside pinned boards, then you're good to go. Now I can throw in more screws to secure each board down. Nice. Okay, now let's flip it over so that I can have access to the underside now. I start by placing a board roughly center. You could absolutely measure it, but I do a lot of this stuff by eye. I personally love projects like this where it doesn't have to be perfect. You have a huge margin on every step where you can still mess it up, but the end product is absolutely going to function as a picnic table. Just throwing it out there in case any of you let the pressure of it needing to be perfect from preventing you from getting started. Alrighty, next is going to be attaching the legs. So I go to my cut station and grab the 4 pieces that make the legs. What I like to do here is first look at the piece and align them so that the ugly side, or the side with the lumber stamps, will be facing the inside. Then I set it on the workbench to get my screws started. This way, once the screws are started, I can hold the leg in place with one hand while using my impact to drive them in with the other. The same process is repeated on the other side for all 4 legs. Now let's add the cross bracing that will later hold the seats. To make this step go easier, I recommend pre-marking the cross braces first. Then I also mark the legs where the bracing needs to go. A trick I use is to use the tape measure itself to draw a straight line. This isn't perfect like a speed square, but for projects like this, it's a really good tip to know and use. I do have a clamp ready so that as I position one side in place, not only placing the bracing up to my horizontal line on the leg, but also aligning it to my left and right mark. I'm able to clamp it in place, which holds that one side. Then I can move to the other side and drive in screws. Now I can drive in a few more to take the place of the clamp, then repeat on the other side. And that is it for the underside. Now I need to flip it over and get to the top side. You could absolutely call in help to flip it over, but it's always good to know how to move big and heavy things on your own, of course, without getting hurt. Easy peasy. Okay, now the last step for the building phase is to add the seats. These are nice and simple. It's just a few more boards to span the gap. I start by attaching the front one. Again, I'm doing this by eye, but you could use a spacer or measure it out and then drive in screws. Next, I space the second board off of this first and then simply repeat on the other side. I don't think it gets simpler than that, folks. Then of course from here, you could add a coat of paint, you could add a coat of stain, or if you're using treated material, you could always let it naturally weather. If you are needing a picnic table, then I highly encourage you to tackle this one yourself. My design here is way more efficient use of material and therefore cost, but it can still comfortably sit 2 per side. Since these are for my RV park, honestly, I think this size is a perfect balance between function, but not taking up more room than needed on the pad site. Remember that I do have a set of plans if you're interested in building your own. I also have a few other designs if you're interested in picnic tables with removable benches or a smaller, more cozy 2-person design. That's it for this one, guys. I'll see you on whatever I'm building next.